Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the remainder of August 2026. It is a general collective reading. So as the messages come through, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, now Taurus, let's begin. Tapping into the Taurus collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Taurus not see coming for the remainder of August 2026? What do they not see coming? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming, Taurus? Romantic love affair. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Queen Rising, stepping into power, being praised. Okay. If you're not interested in love, hang tight. Maybe it has to do in regards to something or someone else. Let's see what comes out in the cards for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Why is romantic love affair something they do not see coming this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy for the week ahead, we have the Magician, the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. The situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with, the Devil, the Lovers, and the Wheel of Fortune. Well, I don't like that. Someone is definitely repeating a negative cycle here, Taurus. All right, let's clarify this. The Magician. Why is the Magician here in your energy this week, Taurus? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Magician is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Four of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. Two of Pentacles is clarified by the High Priestess, the World card, and the Knight of Wands. The Four of Pentacles. Okay, we'll take them. They fell face up, and I'm going to take them the way they came out. Justice card is on the side. Judgment is on the side. And then you have Six of Wands, Queen of Swords, Page of Wands here upright. Five of Cups. Why is the Five of Cups here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Five of Cups is clarified by Page of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. Who or what is this? All right, I'm going to take it. Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles on the side. These fell face down, so we're not going to take them. Can I have one more on this energy? Devil, the Lovers, the Wheel of Fortune. One more shuffle. Thank you. And we have the Hermit. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. Okay. I feel I'm going to give you the initial images that came through because we are clarifying romantic love affair. After that, I will give you the secondary group message. So if you don't feel like you resonate with the group one message, hang tight for group two. Group one, we're going to clarify this as it actually is the romantic love affair in that respect. I feel like I'm speaking to a Taurus where for a long time you have given considerable thought to what your happily ever after or your type of romantic love partner would be like. And I feel like once you figured out what that is in that Ace of Swords, you have been actively manifesting this person. Whether they're currently in your life or not, you are actively manifesting that you and this individual are able to come together. There was a period of time here in that Two of Pentacles where you weren't quite sure. You either weren't sure if you want love or a romantic partner in your life, or you weren't sure if you want the existing love partner in your life. Either way, whether you're, group one, group two there, you decided to proceed forward. You're like, I do want it. I either do want to find a person or I do want this person in my life. And then something happened here, either with the person who's currently in your life or the new person that you met. It's like you manifested them and then there they are, or, the bond is getting stronger with them. And then there's a hiccup here, that Four of Pentacles, clarified by Justice and Judgment there on the side. It's almost like, okay, I now have the person. I'm not sure now. It's second guessing. I'm not sure now if I want them. So it's like I'm speaking to a group of you where you're single and you say, you know what, I don't know if I want a romantic partner. You know what, I'm going back and forth. I do, I don't, I do, I don't. And then you're like, you know what, I do. And you literally manifest meeting someone. And then here you have them. And you're like, I don't know if I want to hold on to this person. Justice to Judgment is on the side with the Four of Pentacles, which is holding on. So the Six of Wands to that Queen of Swords to the Page of Wands, it's almost like time will tell if things will work out with this new person. It's like the jury's still out on them. For those of you where this is your partner, like your existing partner, again, that feeling was, I don't know if I really want this relationship or not moving forward. Lots of back and forth. And then you decide, you know what, I really do want this person to remain in my life. And I'm going to move forward and put my best foot forward to preserve this connection, to strengthen this connection. And now since you have been doing that, you're like, you know, on second thought, I don't really know if I still want to be connected to this person. That Five of Cups is sadness and remorse and regret. Something occurred here between you and this person. You have the Page of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. It's like you're battling yourself. You don't know if you want to become single, free, or independent of this person. Either the one that you just met or the one that you know, have been in a connection with for a long time. In that person's energy, I don't know what the heck is going on here. Devil to the Lovers to the Wheel of Fortune usually indicates that this person makes the conscious or unconscious choice to repeat negative cycles when it comes to their connection with you. And what that negative cycle is going to be different for all of you, but for a lot of you, it has to do with third-party involvement. Devil to the Lovers, Lovers being the choice. Then I have the Three of Swords, and then I have the Three of Pentacles on the side, and I have the Hermit. So it's almost like this person in the end of August is going to have the opportunity to either commit to you or like fully, or possibly continue with some type of toxic pattern or habit they have, or possibly third party, maybe another lover or something like that. And it looks like they're spending the rest of August going within and trying to decide, do they want this connection with you? Do they want a connection with someone else? Do they want a connection with you and also have someone else? That Queen Rising card, you know, on the bottom, there's a bunch of words. It says, you know, stepping into your power and being praised. But also at the bottom, it says spotlight. And I feel like this person is actually doing some internal work here with the Hermit. It's almost like they're realizing some type of toxic pattern or trait within them. But I don't know how fully committed this person is to their connection with you. Because if someone is fully committed to a connection with you, why are they trying to do an internal review to decide if they want to be with you? Or would they rather be with someone else or be with you and continue a third-party connection? So there's something weird here in this person's energy. It's like, I know that I'm not giving Taurus my 100%, but I don't know if I want to give them my 100%. Tell me more about this person's energy. I do think this person is becoming aware of a toxic pattern or trait they have. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Knight of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Three of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. Is this towards Taurus? If we get an ace or a major arcana card, that would be a yes. Is this towards Taurus? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Nine of Cups. No. So, Taurus, I feel like what you don't see coming, because at the bottom of that romantic love affair card, it does say sex, fix, and secret lover. I feel like I'm specifically speaking to a group of you that you are involved in a connection with someone who is involved in another connection elsewhere. And I don't know if you're the primary or the secondary, and I see you hoping and praying that this connection can come back together, but this person is choosing to move forward in another direction. And I just don't think you know about it yet. Anything else you need to know about your interaction or the interaction between you and them? Anything else Taurus needs to know? One more shuffle. Thank you. Like, I don't know if you're the secret lover or they have a secret lover. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Hierophant. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman. So whether or not this person wants to work on this connection or extend their love or heart, maybe even apology to you, is on hold in that Hangman energy. They're not quite sure what to do with you yet because they're still trying to figure out what to do with another connection. Now, for those of you where this is not love related at all, then I could look at this in terms of financing. It's possible for some of you, you have some type of investment here, maybe with your love partner. Maybe it is. This is a, investment that you have. Maybe you want to buy a home with your boyfriend or girlfriend or your husband or wife or an investment property. So in that respect, I could see it's been a long time. You've been waiting for some type of funding about whether or not to move forward with this could be a home renovation project or a home purchase. Maybe you've kept it a secret. You haven't let a lot of people know that you're looking to buy this, this home, or it could even be like moving into an apartment. But again, it would be like you and your lover would be doing this. And then it looks like you go back and forth and you're not quite sure. There are some financial setbacks here. There are some disappointments. It starts making you doubt whether or not you want to move forward with the investment. And then if we look at this as this being the actual investment banker, the investment banker does want to move forward with you, but they're contemplating how much to give you. So maybe you've asked for a $400,000, US dollar mortgage or loan. And do they want to move forward and extend something to you in terms of a loan? They do, but it might not be for the exact amount you want. So if you're looking for any type of funding when it comes to acquiring or updating or renovating a property, I don't think you are receiving word by the end of August. It doesn't mean that news or information or communication won't transpire between you and the lender. I just don't see them making a full decision until we're well into September. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. I'm going to do 2 sets of advice here for you, Taurus, for those of you in some type of third-party situation, and then for those of you where this is more about the acquisition or maintenance of a property. Let's get 3 cards of advice here for my Taurians where this is a romantic reading. One more shuffle. Thank you. You have the Empress, that's you in your highest vibration, Queen of Swords, there you are again. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. I'm wondering if maybe that Queen of Swords is not you, Taurus. If that Queen of Swords is representing someone else, then your advice here is to not bury your head in the sand about that. If that Queen of Swords is not representing someone else, but is more like representing an aspect of yourself, this is asking you to go within and to make a decision in regards to this partnership that is best for you, not in terms of money or house or marriage or whatever type of connection you have here with this person. But does this connection or does this person actually respect you? Are they actually on your level? Because you're showing up here in Empress energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. So again, for some of you, the Queen of Swords is an actual other person, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that maybe this person is involved in. This is telling you to not stick your head in the sand when it comes to that. You're going to have to do the hard work, unfortunately, in that Eight of Pentacles to be real with yourself about this. That somewhere there's a triangle here, that this connection is not just you and this person. And if that Queen of Swords is an aspect of yourself, this is asking you to have an honest conversation with yourself. Like the 2 queens are facing themselves. You need to be honest whether or not there is a third party here or not. Does this person's behavior and the way they treat you, does it actually rise to meet you where you're at? Because you seem to be up here, you're vibing high vibe, you're at a high vibrational status, and this person is low vibe. For those of you where this is more about the acquisition or expansion here of some type of residence here, property, home, maybe a renovation project, and this appears to be like a lender or a banker here. One more shuffle. Thank you. I will say with that Devil to the Lovers card, if this is a bank or a lending institution, I would do my homework about them. And once that paperwork comes through, I would definitely look at the terms and conditions and all the fine print. And maybe you do want to have your romantic partner or someone else take a look at that just to make sure you didn't miss anything. For those of you where this is financial related, Page of Swords, Eight of Wands. So you are receiving communication, Page of Pentacles. There is an offer coming through, but again, it's telling you to do all of your due diligence here. With that Page of Swords to the Page of Pentacles, it's like once you receive the paperwork or the green light here, when it comes to whatever money they're giving you, and that Six of Pentacles, it's a card of they're giving you money. There is something here about looking over all the fine details. And with the pages being young energy, it's almost like make sure you get 1 or 2 fresh set of eyes to look at the paperwork. Again, just to make sure that you didn't miss anything. That is what I have for you, Taurus, for the rest of August 2026. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.